it's all based in the human brain, in how we interpret and process information. And I mean, let's be honest, most people are more likely to go watch a Marvel action movie than listen to I wouldn't say boring data science. I find it fascinating, but there's a reason why that's the case. And so it's applying what we hear and see almost in Hollywood to business. And what I mean by that is there's obviously the simple solutions of know the audience, right? So if I'm a analyst and I'm trying to analyze some surveys that came back, I can use a visualization that's I'm familiar with. Maybe it's like a box plot. But if then you share that visualization out to the stakeholders, and those stakeholders don't have the same level of knowledge of interpreting those, you're going to have the opposite effect. So it's about, and I wouldn't even say it's about simplification. I think that's misunderstood. It's about prioritizing. So to me, the first key takeaway is prioritize the message. By default, you're probably simplifying, but take everything out that's irrelevant and share it. And share it to all of the stakeholders, which means that you might have to have a different narrative for each stakeholder group. People who are in charge of making the change versus people who are in charge of not in charge, but the consumers of the change who will benefit from it. They're two completely different groups. And so why would you share the same story with them? It comes down to that process, right? Know your audience, know what their knowledge is and aptitude, know what's in it for them, and share the right level of insights and data and visualizations. But it all comes back to the narrative. So I started talking about, the human brain. There is a component of storytelling where so many times in business, we're told, take the emotion out of it. I'm going to throw a flag on that one and say, when we're storytelling, you want to put the emotion in it. It's the opposite. It's let's not take the emotion out, because emotion is what rallies us, right? Emotion is what gets us motivated, gets us ready to act. I'm not saying, lie to people, but make it emotional, make it impactful for them.